Morning. Let me start off with a quick question. How long have you been using Zoho CRM? Anyone using more than a year? How about 2, 5, 8? Well, we have about 10 people using it for over 8 years. And if you have been using it that long, do you remember this screen? This beautiful screen was from Zoho CRM 1.0. And do you remember that Zoho CRM 1.0 was an installed product where you download the executable, install it on your computer, and access it from your browser? And not only that, it was available on Linux and other operating systems as well as a downloadable product. And after that, we had to re-architect the entire product for the web. We ended up changing the entire back-end infrastructure, but we still kept that beautiful interface that you saw earlier. And Zoho CRM is now 10 years old. This marks the 10th anniversary of Zoho CRM. And during these 10 years, a lot of things have changed. The user interface went from this to this. So it's not just the user interface that changed, the user experience changed, the functionality changed, the speed of delivery changed, the delivery in the sense of the form factors. We were just pure web-based application back then. Now CRM is now optimized for the mobile devices, the smartphones, the tablets. And of course, before these, the current generation of smartphones and tablets, we had a CRM version for BlackBerry. Anyone, any BlackBerry users still? No? Well, that was our only mobile solution before the iPhone. And then, of course, we have mobile applications now, Android, iOS, and all of that. So several things changed in the past 10 years. We also had 500 users back in the day. At the end of 2005, we had 500 users of Zoho CRM. Now we have several millions of users using Zoho CRM. We had 8 people back in the day working on the product. 8 people started the product in 2005. Now we have over 150 people working on Zoho CRM. The team size changed. The free edition, when we introduced the free edition, in fact, we introduced the free edition even in the installed product. That was 10 years back. And we said, why not continue the same free edition even in the online world? So when we redid the application, when we hosted it online, we said, let's offer this application and let's continue the free edition online as well. And marking our 10th anniversary, we expanded the free edition from 3 users to 10. So a lot of things has changed. The product, the number of users, the team size, the free edition, and there are a ton of other things that changed. But there are a lot of things that did not change. The drive to create one of the best products out there, the goal to create the best CRM system out there, that did not change. The values did not change. I mean, as a company, we have a certain set of values. And these values define our culture. And that culture, I mean, as Sridhar often says, the culture is shipped as a product in many cases. And that is extremely important. And these things did not change in these 10 years. And there are several other things that didn't change. Guess what else didn't change? The team. When we started with 8 people, now we are happy to see that the same 8 people who started the product, 90% of that team is actually intact. 90% of the original team is still working with us. And I can't stress the importance of this enough, because the value of people sticking around is actually often underestimated, right? Particularly in this valley, it is often underestimated. And those 8 people that initially stayed, they worked together, they went through hard times, and they created amazing product. Actually, would you guys like to meet some of them? Peter, Shankar, Gopal, Dilip, Akib. As I said earlier, the value of people sticking around is underestimated, right? You see that. I met someone recently, and I asked him, hey, how long have you been with the company? He said, long time, 2 years, right? Well, that's a mindset. That's a valley mindset, unfortunately. Well, as a company, just when you go around, when you see these black T-shirts, ask them how long they've been with the company. I myself have been with the company 15 plus years. And this is a very, very common thing in the company, because the culture of the company, the values, the drive, the vision, all of these contribute to it. And all you see is basically the product. As Sridhar says, the culture shipped as a product. Now, when the team sticks around and when they enjoy working with each other and when they're really hungry to create great products, then you see great products evolve. And you see that with Apple, for example, right? Look at Johnny Ive's team, the team that created the iPod, the iPhone, the iPad, the watch, all the Macs and all of that. How long have they been around? Well, the team has been around working for 15 to 20 years together. They intuitively know what greatness is, how to create a good product, what the other person's feedback is. All of that is underestimated in software in the valley. And those are all extremely important that are overlooked today in the market, unfortunately. And so the good news is, again, with CRM, the team is intact. This is the same team that succeeded together, that failed together, that made several mistakes, learned from it, picked themselves up, and kept on going. And you'll see a lot of interesting things from us moving forward. And as Dilip said, and as Sridhar mentioned yesterday, the product you see today is a result of their convictions. And they had opinions. When they shipped 1.0, they said, maybe this is not how it should be working. So they had an opinion, and on talking to customers and on thinking through further, these opinions became convictions, and those convictions translated into the product and the product direction of the direction that you see here. And their convictions from during these 10 years are the result, or the product is the result of their convictions in the past 10 years. And the convictions, they certainly have some really strong convictions today. And if you ask them the roadmap, and if they are willing to share, and notice that they won't give you a ship date, but the future roadmap has to do with their convictions from today. Because now they know a lot more about the product, a lot more about the industry, a lot more about how the user uses the product, and all of these. And 10 years later, if you ask them, hey, what do you think about your product 10 years back? The answer will be no different. They would say, hey, the product in 2015 sucked. The reason is simple. By that time, they would have learned a lot more, they are more experienced, and they would have worked together more industry knowledge, and that's the process. That's the process of innovation. And not that if they didn't believe that they could do better product in 1.0, you won't see any improvements today. You won't see a better product today. And we think the team is going to be creating great products. They're hungry to create great products. And the result is for you as a customer is an improved product. But then if you just step back and look at how do products evolve, right? They evolve in 3 different directions. One, more breadth. The 1.0 to the future versions, you get broader set of features. Or look at the smartphone you all have, right? The smartphone you all have in front of you. If it is an Apple iPhone, it shipped with about 17 different applications. Now you look at it, it has about 27 different applications. So the features increase. But it's not just the features, it's also the depth. It gets deep functionality. Look at the mail app on the smartphone, the 1.0 version and the current version. You compare the two, and you'll notice that it does a lot more, and lot more, that the direction came from your feedback and all of that. So apart from the breadth of features, the depth also increases over a period of time. And the other one is integration. Like the same smartphone example, it integrates now with your watch to tablet to your Mac to the cloud, various other applications and all of that. And these are the three different ways a typical product evolves: the breadth, the depth, and the integration. And CRM is no different. And if you look at CRM, when we launched first 10 years back, we had 9 modules. Now you see 20 plus modules. The initial 9 modules included the SFA functionality, the Salesforce automation functionality. Later we added the documents module, the cases module, the solutions, the campaigns, email. Now we have 20 plus modules out there. And that is the breadth of functionality within the product. And then the broader Zoho application portfolio also contributes to the breadth of the product, the broader features that the product offers. Like Zoho Reports. We did a business intelligence tool. Now that integrates into the CRM system, broadening the features that we offer. And we have a session at noon for this. Zoho Creator is another example. We have sessions after lunch. Again, that lets you broaden the portfolio. And CRM Plus is another example. The session after this will get into the details here. And apart from that, the breadth, you also need to talk about the depth. The 1.0 version did not have all the features that we do have today, like the workflow automation, the territory management, related lists, custom modules, custom fields, custom functions, the feeds, the documents. There are a ton of things. This is not just the breadth, the depth also increased in the last few years. And of course, we have the integrations of CRM within Zoho, with other Zoho products, and also outside Zoho. So this product, the CRM itself, evolved in 3 different directions: the breadth, the depth, and the integration. Today, as a day 2, we're going to talk about the breadth and the depth of CRM. It's the advanced day, and we'll talk about these 2 things. Thank you.